Fish can. How you getting?
$3,000 and 6 gold bars. That's right. Stick with me for less than 30 minutes as I give you the 3 locations at the beginning of the game once you're in Chapter 2 in Horseshoe Overlook, where you can get 6 gold bars for free without treasure maps. Some of it's a bit challenging, and you also have to know the order to do things on one, but it's 6 gold bars for not a huge amount of effort. Okay, so at the moment I'm just hunting a coyote. I will speed up the footage momentarily because you're not interested in that. You're here for gold bars. So here we are heading down to the closest location, which is Limpany. If that is the correct way to say it, I never know. There's a guy there who's got a problem with his horse. That's a guaranteed way for some negative honour, because the guy ends up dying, and if you loot his corpse you will get a negative honour buff. But here we are in Limpany. Now it is dark, but you want to walk into Limpany, get off your horse and head up to the sheriff's office. So it's not this building here, this one is empty. Okay, so not here. You want to keep going up to the back of Limpany where there is a sheriff's office. So let's run up here. Not this brick building, it's the building on the right hand side. In here, round the corner, there is a desk, and underneath this desk there is a hidden box. So we're going to inspect. And there we go. There is our first gold bar and a special horse stimulant recipe. So special horse stimulant. Now there are lots of these recipes throughout the game. It's not what we're concentrating on, of course. We are concentrating on the gold. So gold bar number 1 is now sitting in our pocket. Now the next gold that we are going to go for is known as the Strange Statues gold. Now this is 3 gold bars, but it is a long way away. So again, head back to your horse. Now you might not do all of this in one go. You can do it in 3 different trips. But I, for the content, put it into one trip. So got this coyote on the back. Don't really need it, to be completely honest. But hey, it is what it is. You can sell it to a meat trader or something as you go past Valentine, as an example, or of course you can skin it and then eat it. Okay, again, just choosing weapons, everything else, and we will go back to some sped up footage. Now, if you come across this encounter, so this is just our route, but if you come across this encounter, you want to help. And I will tell you why. So, this guy needs help and he's on the ground. What you want to do is go and suck the poison out of his leg. Now, the reason you want to do this is later on you will be able to go and visit Valentine, and he will be sitting outside the weaponsmith and will offer you any gun of your choice for free. So here we go. We'll suck the poison out of his leg. We'll just keep it between ourselves, of course, which he doesn't, but that is fine, because there you go. That will give you a free gun of your choice at Valentine. So definitely worth doing if you get the random encounter anywhere on your way. Just thought I would highlight this as we went through this gold video. So let's get back to our journey towards the mysterious statues.
Keep your eyes on the ground, huh?
Okay, so we are heading to just below the letter I through the grizzlies on the word Amberino. Okay, so we are there now. I am now going to slow down the footage, and then we can probably speed it up again. No, we won't. So we're actually quite close now. So you basically ride towards underneath the letter I, and we're going to get to the cave entrance. This chap here is walking his horse. So we need to try and navigate around him without knocking him over, of course. So just excuse me, there we go. No, I'm going forward, so I'm not going to back up. Right, so again, we continue following the mountain trail down into the valley, and we will get to where this cave is located. Now again, you can gallop here, just be careful. You don't want to ride your horse off the edge of these cliffs. So here we are again, so grizzlies, and we're heading up underneath that letter I. That's the important thing. Now the full process of doing this, you need to find a series of stuff to get the right code to be able to release these 3 gold bars from the mysterious statues. But because I've done it multiple times, and wrote down, to be fair, the order of the statues, it's going to make it a lot easier for you because you don't need to find the second part. or first before you're able to then go back here to this cave to then work out what order to do the statues in. So again, still working our way down into the valley. I'm actually feeling like I should have been galloping this rather than strolling along, but again, as you can see, we are slowly getting there. And you need to look out, you'll see when we get there, for a specific basically layout of the rocks and everything to know where the cave entrance is. But once you've seen it once, you'll know, and it will be relatively easy from there. I'll also put the code in the description down below so that you can note it down and then go and put it on either your PC or games console, whatever version you're playing, of course. So here we are, flatter ground, so we can move a little bit faster. And just round this corner is where we are. So here we go, down and round. Not here, a little bit further, and you will see a gap in the rocks just here. And this is where we need to head in. So you can leave your horse outside, mainly because he won't go into the cave, of course. So off we get, and then into the cave we go. So up here you stroll. And into this little cave here. It doesn't really matter what you have, to be fair. Just eating some food, replenish those cores. Always think about your cores, just having something to top them up. Some gin will do, seeing as it's some Kentucky bourbon. It will take my health down a little bit, but doesn't really matter, just to get those cores filled up before we go into the cave. Not that you actually need to, by the way, you could just walk straight into the cave. Doesn't matter what levels your cores are at. I'm also highlighting the fact that you just need to keep your cores topped up. So a cigar does a good job of topping up your Deadeye, of course. Right, so into the cave we go. Now this is the important part. Now the code for these statues is 2357. So the code is 2357, and the order of the statues, starting with the one facing the statue in the middle, is 762 4 5 8 3, going in a clockwise direction. So you want to find the number 2. That's not the right statue, so ignore that. We want to start with number 2. Well, actually, I think I'd already pushed number 2, so that was actually the second one, which is 3. Then it is 5, and then it is 7. But again, looking at the beginning, we can inspect the sculpture as well, and he will draw a little statue. But this is the one facing, so this is the number 7, and then we go round, so 6, and then the next one is the number 2, which is this one over here. So again, this is just looking at each statue. You'll notice the action button hasn't been done in the bottom corner yet. But you can have a look at each statue, and of course they've all got broken fingers. So again, you don't actually know what they are, but see where that statue is facing? That is where you start the number counting, and you go around clockwise. So this is number 7. The next one along is the number 6. This one here, and then the next one is number 2, and this is the one that we need to push first. So, number 2. Next up is the number 3, so it's 4, 5, 8, and 3. So this is the one that we need to push second, which is the number 3. Now the next number is number 5, so if we reset ourselves or go backwards in order by 2, this is number 5. And then last is number 7, which of course is the first statue, which is the one facing the center statue. Push that. There we go. and we have not one, not two, but 3 gold bars. That's right, 3 gold bars for a nice simple little puzzle, and we now have 4. Collect all of these, lovely stuff, and now you can head back out of the cave to the final location, which is a crashed train. Now I'm just inspecting the statues afterwards because I already knew the code, and what that will do is it will leave a little drawing on your map as well so that you can see it. Now you can continue looking around if you want, but there is literally nothing else in here. I mean, 3 gold bars is plenty. That's $1,500, including the other gold bar is $2,000, and we're going to pick up 2 more, and that will give you $3,000. So out of the cave we go, and back to the next location. Now the next location, we're going to jump straight there, and what I will do is show the location at the end. So there we go, there's our second gold bar location. Now our first was down in Limpany, but it's just below the eye in Amberino, so you know where it is, above the Grizzlies and near Donna Falls and the Bacchus Bridge and Bacchus Station, so just northeast of Fort Wallace. And the next one is actually visible where we are, it's by Cortara Springs. So, and Limpany down here was our first gold bar location, and our third is here, Cortara Springs. So let's skip forwards, and we're now at Cortara Springs, and this broken railway, well, it's not a broken railway bridge, it's a broken train that's fallen off of the track. So you want to go up to where this bridge is. Okay, so slide down, jump over, and walk up this way. Now it doesn't matter actually if you come at it from a different direction. I always just choose the train track as it's an easy way to get up. You want to run along the top here until you see this divot in the rocks, and I'm going to highlight that it is challenging, so you may get frustrated and you might die a couple of times trying to get this gold, or you may get it on the first attempt. I think a couple of times I've got it on the first attempt, but if you look down there, that's a dangerous fall. You don't want to go down that way, but you can see part of the rock face that you can walk onto. But what we need to do is go back round this way and drop down here. So crouch and go as slowly as you can and slide. There we go. And try not to fall down. And oh look, we've fallen down. Which means we now need to go all the way back round again, which is rather annoying. Now what you can do if you do fall down this is crouch in this corner and slide here, and you won't overly injure yourself, so just slowly walk, and there we go. So you see no damage taken, and again you now have to run all the way back round to the top again. It is frustrating, and this is one of the more difficult ones because it is purely walking along rock edges and everything else. Always check your dead eye, of course, and your eagle eye to see if there's anything that you can collect in this game, because you never know where stuff's going to be lying. And again, back up we go. And we try again. Although this time we'll be successful all the way round. We just got another boost to our stamina because we're running constantly. Good old Arthur. I do like to wear him out quite frequently. Right, okay, so again, crouch and slide as slowly as you possibly can. He just, how he responds on these surfaces is hilarious. But again, crouch and walk under this little dip here. Again, being very careful not to fall off. Again, you can see me bracing myself for the challenge ahead, taking a pause. And you want to try and slide down this edge as close as possible. But if you do fall, it's not the end of the world, as long as you don't die, of course. But if you double fall, you fall off of this and then fall down the next edge, you are dead. So again, walk around this bit once you've slid down, and you're going to need to climb a ledge on the right-hand side. So the ledge is just here. So you want to climb up here and walk round. And again, if you fall off here, you will die. And I have done many, many times. Right, so again, you want to crouch and you want to move slowly around this edge, as slow as you possibly can. Now, there is going to be another point where it will slide, but we want to get round here and up. Then you want to climb up this second part here, so you need to use the climb key, and you want to try and jump this gap. Now, emphasis on the try, because if you fail, you will slide down, but you won't die, as long as you're sliding. If you tumble, you will die. So I try to get as close as I can to the edge, and then just run and attempt to jump. If it fails, it fails. Like so. You will slide down, and again, you're not dead. So it hurt a bit, my health is nearly gone, but at the end of the day, I'm still not dead. So once you slide down, you may slide down without any damage. You then want to jump this gap. Now this gap you can't fail, so it might be worth taking some of your potions, get your health protected or anything else, just to get it sorted out. So let's fully recover our health, and then we are going to jump. And then climb, and then you walk down to this end, and here is the upturned train carriage. Now do also remember to search the train carriage at the bottom, because that has a coin purse, a large jewellery bag, and some other bits and pieces. So I'm just showing you the inside of here for the gold, because that's what we're here for, but remember to check the other carriages as well. So we drop down in here, we have some revolver cartridges, express, lovely stuff. We have some aged pirate rum, which of course is a XP boost, so it improves your... so we've got Deadeye boost with the Valerian root, we've got another boost with the aged pirate rum for stamina, and we've got 2 gold bars. So that means you now have 6 gold bars in Chapter 2 of Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't taken the express cartridges yet. But there we go, that is $3,000 relatively easily right at the beginning of the game. So always put your eagle eye on, just make sure you've picked up everything. You just want to climb out of this, so use square. There we go. Or of course whatever key is on the platform you're using. And again, as I said, down here at the bottom, just to the right there, that carriage down there, go and explore inside there, because there is some more goodies to take worth at least another $100. And that is that, everyone. So thank you for tuning in. I do hope you found this helpful. But here it is. It's in Kotora Springs, and it's by this bridge. And that will get you your 6 gold bars. So let me put down 3 markers. So there is a gold bar, 2 gold bars there. We go down to Limpany, and there is 1 gold bar. So I'm just finding Limpany on the map. Probably should zoom in a little bit, really. But we've also got, of course, the statues. So let's zoom in, and there we go. But yes, Kotora Springs is where you want to be. You can go where the legendary wolf is. That's another good place to stop. That's why I was zooming in. But we've got the mysterious statues over there, just below the letter I. And then down at the bottom here in Limpany is a single gold bar. So thank you very much. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, see you then.